Okay, let's see what the astrology says. For the 1st of June, White Rabbits. Is it the 1st of June? What is it today? It is, I know it is. Yeah, it is. Mars, Quincunx, Saturn. So the truth and war. A good time to double check your plans and details of work and financial matters to avoid mistakes. You could make great progress with ventures, but you must pace yourself. The moon is in Scorpio. So Mars, Scorpio, and whatever the other one was. I've already forgot, look. So they're giving me run away. So somebody needs to get out fast. I've heard it. It's familiar, but I do not know who it's by. So, you know, I'm very eclectic with my music, but I don't remember names or stuff like that. It just doesn't stick in my head. The memory is shocking. How I ever keep all this information in my head is beyond me. There's so much going on in my head you wouldn't believe. So today's card is the Magician, and we want it to be upright because that's the positive, isn't it? That's thinking positive, it's speaking positive, it's being positive. So let's see. What do we need to know? Spirit, please. Oh, first pile, very important, and luckily it's in the positive. Well done, Spirit. It is the first, and it's the first pile. So they've already got that right. Fond memories of the past. Happy childhood. Someone from the past returning. 6 months. Stay positive. Miracles are about to happen. You are at a crossroads. You're ready to walk across that threshold. No more dithering. 2 days. But there is a drinker here, or someone who is depressed, and that's why they want you to stay positive. You are not loving yourself enough. Especially the Cancer energy. You're not looking after yourself enough. So it is also a cusper. Gemini cusper. We're in Gemini, well into Gemini now. And a Leo cusper. Now we have a couple. Scorpio, which is mentioned in there. It's about loving yourself, nurturing yourself as a mother would. Filling your own cup. It's about shared resources and the reproductive organs. But there's something wrong with this couple. He has turned his back on the situation. Scorpio cusper. Early Scorpio is Libra, late Scorpio is Sagittarius. Things are about to become very, very clear. The full moon on the 4th could be important. The number 18 is massively important. Twin towers are down. All the walls have been destroyed. Something is being destroyed. but you see very, very clearly. You are were torn, not now, you were torn internally over a choice of a path to take. Now you see very, very clearly that the path will not be easy, but you know which direction you want to go. You're on the threshold. It will bring abundance and happiness and growth, but this card does not come without pain. Mother energy, 3 or 30, May the 31st, November the 11th, the military, the poppies, the name poppy could be important, but above all, it's the most important feminine in your life, the divine feminine. Absolutely beautiful. Success within a week. Miracles can happen. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Sex for some, it is taking that sword and wielding it. Severing ties, speaking your truth, being positive, being successful. Absolutely fantastic. So the only negative we've got is Debbie Downer over there in the corner. Gone into his shell. Cancer energy. Drinking too much. Depressed. Not looking after himself. And turning his back on love. Doesn't have to be a man. Could be a woman if it's a Cancer. But if it's just the energy of love, it is definitely a man. So let's see, shall we? Oh, and there's the Tower. So Neptune in Pisces. There is going to be one almighty explosion. It could be sexual. It could be arguments. It could be accidents. It could be water and electrical problems. It could be fire. So don't leave your straighteners on, girls. It could be actual losses of home. Structures being destroyed to rebuild. This is a blessing in disguise. 16, positive energy. Somebody's been getting away with something for a very long time, and you was unaware of it. Lies, deceit, theft. Your Thursday night card, somebody going out and playing away. Reunions, celebrations, night out with the girls, night out with the lads. For some, a third party. Oh, and there's the Aries card. Government officials, bosses, father figures, the most important man in your life. So again, we've got a couple. And again, it's the man that's not happy. Because now, he's not getting his own way. Because now, he's saying it's my way or the highway. She might just say, well, then it's the highway. Because this isn't a positive energy. Kings, presidents, government officials, father figures, bosses, partners, stubbornness, not having self-esteem, and it looks like it's the blokes, not the women, unless you're in Aries. 4 or 31, negative energy, head injuries, walking around in your joggers instead of washing your face, making your bed and getting up, looking the world in the eye. It's negative energy. Yeah, there's no more sitting on the fence. We've made a decision. 2 weeks. We've been abandoned or feel abandoned and rejected, and we're not putting up with it anymore. Yeah. Somebody is in the dark about all this. Somebody's been getting away with something for a very long time, and they're in the dark about it. Deliberately so for some. Somebody's deliberately keeping you in the dark, or putting blockages in your way, so you cannot solve this issue. 19, Leo energy. The 19 is negative. There we have her again. The Scorpio energy. The shared resources, the reproductive organs. Someone in spirit, possibly a mother, who is nurturing you. Or you need to nurture yourself. Early Scorpio, so we've got the whole story now because they've doubled up. Early Scorpio is Libra, late Scorpio is Sagittarius. And there's the Sagittarius. So an imbalance, a hard lesson learned. You will be put through the blacksmith forge and battered and battered and battered until you come out like the mighty sword that you're meant to be, Excalibur, to sever ties. Learn these lessons well so you don't make the same mistake again. It is weight gain, weight loss, problems with the hips and thighs, university study failing there. You are going to have to fight for what you want. There's no peace for the wicked, no peace of mind, no sitting about, no days off. You haven't got the time. You must now fight for what you want. There it is again, the tower upon the tower. The 16, a blessing in disguise. So a reunion, the 16, somebody's bringing their walls down, being vulnerable, or there's got to be one almighty argument. Something needs to be destroyed. It will be a blessing in disguise. The 16, massively important, positive energy. 4, the god of thunder. Storms, stormy waters, bringing those established walls down. The answer is yes. This is abundance. This is happiness. For some it is still drink. This is fertility. So be very careful if you do not want to conceive, because we've got the womb there. We've got the mother energy and the father energy. So there may be, you are going to be a single mother because the father is not interested. Transformation. Scorpio energy again, all over this. 13. Coming out of your comfort zone, shedding that skin, severing ties, and becoming the butterfly you were always meant to be. So we mentioned Scorpio, we did, didn't we? Moon in Scorpio. Well done, Spirit. So we've got the moon there, we've got Scorpio there. Spot on. So 13 is positive. Yes, you need to take action. Passion. There is a very big possibility of somebody conceiving here, or conceiving a new idea, a new job, a new relationship, a new energy. But you must take action within the day. No more impotence. Fiery passions. And there she is again, 4 times she's mentioned Scorpio, 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 Scorpio. Nurture yourself. Fill your own cup. Don't wait for someone to come and make you happy. Make yourself happy. And there it is again, the moon. So you see things very, very clearly. And unlike most decks, this deck is one of the few that has a baby in her arms. Something is being conceived, whether it be a child or an idea. There's a faithful companion there, the wolf, which is Capricorn. Number 18, you are no longer torn. You now know where your path lies. And that deceit, that what they've been getting away with for so long, is now found out. And they can't get away with it anymore. And you will prosper. There could be a windfall of money. There could be an inheritance, a large sum of money that lands in your lap. 10 years positive in security and finances. But there has been or there will be unfaithfulness here. So depression is what we're fighting. We must stay positive no matter what happens, because like I said, that's a blessing in disguise. At the time, you will not feel like it, and it may be painful. And for some, you have suffered a miscarriage before, or the loss of a child before full term, so they are telling you that there is another chance. Be careful, look after yourself, especially if you're pregnant. Don't take any unnecessary risks. But where there's an end, there's a new beginning. Where there's a death, there's a birth. Something here is being born. The solar eclipse. Now, this is where it gets interesting, because I like this moon card, wherever it is, if I can find it. The first moon card we had, where is it? There it is. Can you see the eclipse? And it's about revolution. So Uranus is important, and that is Uranus. The number 44, it's a master number. So, which card does it signify? The solar eclipse is the Two of Wands. So this is the threshold, the dark night of the soul. We are now ready to go through that doorway. Revolution is actually something that starts within your heart. The name Bill and Viola could be important. This card spells change. Eclipses, both solar and lunar, which we've had recently, and the energy lasts up to 6 months. These were the earliest forecasting tools used in astrology. Through these dramatic sky events, the ancients understood that major transformations would take place. And since these eclipses looked so dramatic, ancient people greatly feared them, since during an eclipse the sun and the moon give the impression they will disappear. The ancients associated eclipses with serpents, so those born in the year of the snake. They believed we're devouring the light of the sky. That's why Father Sky is not looking very happy. Sorry, I had to stop it and get some cough medicine, otherwise I'll be coughing all over you. From this, the ancient formed the idea of death and rebirth, which is what eclipses are all about. In other words, when it comes to eclipses, something has to die for a better thing to be born. In the case of the solar eclipse, the effects are longer lasting. The solar eclipse occurs during the new moon, when the sun and moon are in opposition, but perfectly aligned. For a brief time, the moon obscures the sun, blocking it from view. In essence, this is a blackout. So it could be a blackout of the internet, a blackout of communications. It means we must focus on what is directly in front of us. So don't go flailing about, don't start panicking. Just stay calm. Usually a change or a shock is in store, so there's your shock. Which may not be welcome, but is necessary for you to move forward and grow. On the solar eclipse, and we've got the sun in reverse there it is, turns up in a reading, you can expect swift changes that will end one chapter of your life and begin a new one. You may have felt that something would eventually happen, not having recently paid much attention to the situation. So you was not aware, like I said, you was in the dark. Then you're presented with a shock or a jolt that sends you reeling with sudden change. This upheaval takes away what has been familiar and safe so you can embark on new territory or even venture to strange new terrain. But it will be daunting, and that is why you know it's not going to be easy. These events may seem like negatives at first, a divorce or the end of a relationship, being forced to move, or even losing your job. Eclipses tend to affect relationships most. However, so you may soon see stresses and upsetting changes in the traditional or relationship support you have counted on. For whatever reason, these will be taken away, either for the time being or perhaps permanently. So the one thing you can count on in this life will go through a complete rearrangement of some sort. The energies are saying it is not necessary to be cruel before being kind. But eclipses are not always about the downside. Instead, you may find yourself having to dive in, change something, fix something, or create something you hadn't really thought about, but it'll work out brilliantly. So you must stay positive. It will end up transforming your life in all the ways you've hoped for, maybe beyond your wildest imaginings. All in all, when the solar eclipse card turns up, it implies that you are being forced to make that decision, which was our Two of Swords there, which we've made the decision. Well done, Spirit. And act on it. Taking action. There's the action. So no dithering. You've got to take action. Even though, there will be no stepping away from it. Even though you may not have been consciously aware of just how much certain issues were not working out, it's time to look ahead and finally resolve what has held you back. Now is the time to begin anew, to start a new chapter in the book of life. So like the song said, run, run, run away, baby. Fast as your little legs can tell. Because, do you know what? Denver reckons you're ready. So number 2, positive energy, that threshold you are on. There are answers if you are open-minded enough to listen. But Denver will decide if you're the open-minded one or the stubborn one that refuses to make the changes. So number 2, embrace the change no matter how it comes. What can we say about Denver? You know I like Denver because it's my card. The Oak Guardian. He is patient guide to open the oak door for you. He judges whether you're acceptable to journey through that oak door, and will only appear when you are finally ready. The door may be small, but surprisingly, you will make it through with ease into the amazing fairyland waiting for you on the other side. Denver senses why you are here, and he sees whether you are ready to walk through the threshold and seek the answers you won't find in this reality. Sometimes it takes a different way of seeing things to understand the situation from a different point of view. You must come with an open heart, a loving heart, and the willingness to step into the unknown with respect and honesty, which is Saturn. The small door is symbolic of the way we perceive things in our life. Do you see in black and white, or do you allow the flow of other realities into it, knowing there are grey areas? The other worlds do not have the limitations of our own, which makes it a great place to look for answers we would not normally find in our reality. So find an oak tree. So here we go. I shall give you my little oak again. Find an oak tree or an acorn and ask the tree spirits to grant you access. From little acorns, massive oaks will grow. Ask for its healing and wisdom to guide you on how to enter. Call on Denver to show you the way and step through the threshold into a reality far beyond anything you could ever dream of. Absolutely bloody beautiful, Spirit. Thank you so much. And we have Pluto, which is the unknown. We have Aquarius, which is not dimming your light. We have the 10th house of Capricorn, which is being used to some people. Not everyone, but for some. But you must use everything at your disposal to succeed. So 10th house, it's about caring too much about what other people think. It's about shackling yourself to contracts, vows. And you need to break that with the Aquarius energy. It's the knees, the bones, the workplace, the teeth, geriatric issues, home, government buildings, law courts. The colours are red and white. So your base chakra, which is sex, your crown chakra, which is your aha moment. Your outer environment, your public life, your social status, your ambition, your parents, your career, your trade or profession, the recognition from authority figures that you're not getting. So Aquarius in Pluto, I can't remember if it's there or not. I know there's only 6 planets, 6 signs, sorry. So no, due to the long orbit making these placements irrelevant, Pluto in Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius and Pisces are not included. So it's unknown, we've never been there before. So we have to wait and see. We have to trust Denver that what's on the other side is worth it. So oh, and there she is again, stirring that bloody pot. Sheridan, the lazy mare that leaves the slave or the servant boy to stir the pot for her, and then when it all goes wrong, she blames him. Typical woman, innit? Can hear the lads saying it. So she's Welsh, if that's got anything to do with it. She's a witch, if that's got anything to do with it. So there may be Welsh connections and witch blood in the family. Sheridan. Where's her pot? There she is. So it's about time for freedom. The Aquarius energy. Don't dim your light to fit in. It's time to be free. Connection to the rhythms of nature. Correct timing. Hidden matters. And finally, your ecstasy. Drawing Sheridan means that you are being put in touch with your wild nature. The core of your femininity and the womb. Scorpio energy again, represented by the cauldron. This is a part of you that identifies as a woman. And yes, boys, we all have a feminine yin and yang, from which the spirit of womanliness dances in your veins. So it could be you're the woman in your life, or you having an emotional side which you refuse to meet. Being a woman means being in touch with the moon, and we've got the moon mentioned more than once. The tides, the natural forces, because we're mostly water, and to stay in tune with them, knowing when it's the right time to act. And we had Diana yesterday, and she said, didn't she, if you wait too long, you'll miss the opportunity. If you act in haste, you will ruin it. So be very careful of the timing. Wait for the right time to make magic, to change things. It encourages you to go deep inside yourself, into your instincts, and listen to them. Make sure you spend time outdoors in nature, if possible. If not, go there in your mind. This card strengthens you and your connection to the rhythms of life. Answers will come to you through spending time in nature and observing the moonlight and the tides. So if you can get to the beach, go to the beach. See what you see. Animal totems, birds, insects, whatever. Weird occurrences are messages from spirit. There's no such thing as coincidence. And get out into the night, the moonlight, even if it's out your back door late on a night before you go to bed. Whatever you see, whatever you hear is a message from spirit. You ready? Final one then. Well, I might do a Whispering Woods card as well. Why not, if we've got time. And there it is. Take back your power. And don't let other people abuse their power. especially bosses, government officials, father figures, etc. You are reminded that your essence is divine and that no one has a right to diminish you. When you feel totally serene and at peace, you are very powerful, for no one can upset or influence you. Your angel guidance is to find your still, quiet center, heal your anger, purify your emotions, and rely on your own judgment to make that decision. It serves your spiritual growth to take responsibility for your life. Don't be blaming anyone else. There's no blame, shame game here. So stand on your own 2 feet and be strong. True power is based on inner strength, self-worth and self-confidence. And that's what we're battling, a lack of it. Claim your power back today. Be serene, be powerful, be confident. That doesn't mean be cocky, big-headed and a narcissist, does it? So there's a fine balance there that you have to find, which is what we're lacking, the balance. It's extremes. Either somebody's full of ego or lacking of it. Either way, you've got to find that balance because it's not working as it is. So don't get too cocky. Don't try and control others. You've no right. There it is. You are growing as a person, as a soul. The tallest oak tree started as an acorn. Don't be afraid to start something new. You are birthing a new chapter into being. Absolutely beautiful, Spirit. Thank you for that one. Speak soon. You take care. Love and light.